Hey, thank you for clicking. Subscribe to follow along my adventures. Hello. So, do you know where we are going right now? Remember from the last video, currently I am in Quetzaltenango, but I am in the car to drive to Momostenago, which is about an hour away. We got invited to go visit a place where they have crops and where we tried the most amazing lemonade of my life. Like, this is the best lemonade I've ever had. Like, unbelievably so. And we got a tour from one of a family friend. So this was like a really cool tour because they actually live in Momostenango. And there's nothing more amazing than getting a tour by people who actually live there in the area. And this is the church. It is very small, and I did not get to film because we're actually told that we're not allowed to film. And I saw that after, so then I stopped filming. And this is an altar there. They do Mayan ritual. So this is actually a very sacred thing. And a very important thing to keep in mind about Momostenango is that it is not a touristic town, and how the people there earn their money is because they make goods. So if you're interested in visiting a town that is not super touristic or has a lot of tourists, that's a great thing. This cafe that we popped into, I didn't film because we're talking, and sometimes when you're talking, you want to be very present with the people and give your attention to them. But fun fact is and because I guess our aura was just really cool or something, they tended to us and serve us. Otherwise, they would have said, "Hey, we're not open. We can't serve you." But yeah, we were able to get coffee, and that was like the only coffee shop in Momostenango, which it is a small town, so that is something to keep in mind if you are visiting a small town anywhere. And kind of do your research of where you're going, because you don't know, if you don't know what the layout is, then you don't know what you're gonna find. But because we were getting a tour from a family friend, I was not worried about where we were going or what we were doing, and we also were able to try super authentic food, which was really amazing to the region. And then after that, we came back to Quetzaltenango to visit my family, and this is my family cat. And this is Mishi Mishi. This is his Halloween costume. Everyone say hi to Mishi. He is so cool and the nicest cat you'll probably ever meet. He is smaller compared to American cats. And now we are on the road to Lake Atitlan, or in Spanish, Lago Atitlan. I have included some maps of the country and then to the state with the cities in there, so you can understand a little bit better on the geography. Now, these are just the bigger areas, obviously, of the departments, and you can let me know if you like these maps or maybe you don't like them. I don't know, I find them more informative, and this is a sign to watch your head, which my boyfriend actually does have to duck his head because he is 6 foot. The hotel we stayed at was really nice. Everyone was really good, like good service, and the food was good. The only thing to keep in mind is if you go there and your job is based online or you do stuff where you need to have internet service, you might as well just think that there is no internet service because it is bad. It's not a problem if you don't need to connect or anything, but unfortunately for our group, we do need Wi-Fi and it was very important. So that was kind of inconvenient, but we will have to do better to research the hotel and maybe ask the hotel before booking. I don't really feel like that's the hotel's fault. I feel like you should find out. But besides that, everything was amazing. Just so you guys know, there are places in Guatemala where you can get good Wi Fi, so it's not the whole country. It's just this particular place that the Wi Fi was bad. And we are high up in the mountains where we were staying. We weren't staying where a lot of people stay. So that also could have affected the service because I also did get international roaming, which is included in my phone plan. If anyone cares, it's an American phone. If you're not, I don't know where you're watching or where you're from, if that applies to you or not, but that's just a little tidbit. We got a exclusive coffee tasting here. The coffee was really good. Again, this was off a family introduction that we were able to go to. The coffee was really good. And if you can, I recommend to do coffee tasting anywhere in Guatemala. And this is like a sort of like a pier thing, like a baby pier, I would say, that we went to. And then here I am having a delicious breakfast with my boyfriend before we go out and start our day. And this view is just amazing. You can't not wake up and enjoy that view. And here we are in the back of a pickup, which only locals really will take. You're not gonna see super tourist people doing that. You may or may not want to do that. For me, I have done it before, so just do so at your own preference and risk. And here we are in Lake Atitlan. Still, we were walking around and we found this really cool wood shop making, and the artisan has a WhatsApp and he ships domestically in Guatemala. If anyone would like his WhatsApp, I can definitely give it out. Just comment and I can give it out. And this is the church. Unfortunately, we did not have time to go to the church where my grandparents were married, but I guess I will have to do that in another trip. And this is one of the volcanoes of Guatemala. Guatemala has a lot of volcanoes. And here is one of the markets that we're walking by where you can buy fresh produce. And we were walking to just kind of get the feel for everything. If you go to school in Guatemala, you actually have to learn the name of all the volcanoes. That is just a fun fact. And here we are on the boat. You know how on Google it can give you the estimated time of arrival of a bus or a train? So these boats are not in that prediction, at least as of filming. So I would recommend booking a boat ride to cross the lake. It's very common. You can get a private boat or you can just get like a public boat. The public boat, you do have to wait. So that is something to keep in mind if you are doing something that is time sensitive. The thing that would be time sensitive would be like when it gets really dark, they don't cross. So I would recommend, either taking the public boat before it gets dark before the last run. I wouldn't wait till the last one in case there's any delays, or maybe ask your hotel if they have any connections to book you one late. Like where we stayed, we were able to get a later boat ride because I have a lot of family in Guatemala, so I just had that arranged for us so we did not have to worry about coming back too late. because obviously no one wants to get stranded, so that's just something to keep in mind. And this is Tide is just fast forward, but as you can tell, it is on the harsher side. So yes, I would recommend not swimming alone if you go in the lake, and not going in super deep, and always going in with the buddy, and make sure where you are there are more people in case you need anything. But there are different areas that people are going to swim in. I don't remember those particular areas, but if you ask at your hotel, they can tell you what areas people go swimming in. Here we are taking our boat ride late that we booked before. Bye. Until next